Making my way through the barn this morning for a second or third time. They've been drinking more of this down, but I don't know. Apparently, yesterday morning I neglected to turn the water off to these three. She still don't have a calf yet. 10:30 last night or 10 o'clock last night, whatever time it was I was out here. She had a mucus string, so yeah, still pending, eh? They're too afraid to come back in. Spook that little bugger. Yeah, they know it's getting close to time. They know when number one pulls in that it's feeding time. And everybody was in earlier. Well, that's been a couple hours ago. And I'm going to go dump some cord in a couple of troughs because I can do it for the 2-year-olds here and for the cows. The others aren't down enough to do it yet, unless we just refigure how much we're putting in. And today's the last day anyway. They're still going to get the proper amount, or they should. And yes, there's Miss Moose this morning, feeling her Wheaties. She was eating a couple hours ago, and now she's up and bouncing around. And poor little fool over there, he'd been up and moved. He was down in the corner there, and now he's up here. So I'm going to assume he probably got up and ate. He's not as lively as I'd like. I mean, he's perky, he's just not lively. So I'm kind of wondering, maybe another steroid shot. Been plenty long enough, he can handle it again. It's not a big deal. And I mean, he's not stupid, so he doesn't need vitamin brain, but a little vitamin brain might help perk him up. I don't know. Little thinking about that. Yeah, something to cuss and discuss all in my mind while I'm going through the day. So, and you probably can't hear it, but the frogs are croaking like crazy down in the bottom. They tend to do that when it's just warm enough for them to decide to be moving. So I'm going to let you go and bring you back later. We shipped animals today. The bull that was shooting duds, they went in a little trailer, and big trailer was full of heifers with one dud steer. Hopefully we do good on that. We'll find out at the end of the week. The little bull that was shooting duds, here's what he gets today. There's the bands. Stick it in, lift it up in it, pull it out so you got room. He's, I don't know. I didn't check our lunar cycle, but actually it does make a difference. I don't care how you're castrating. His balls will fall off anywhere between 2 weeks from now and a month from now. We've actually had them go longer than that, but not very often. So, figured I'd show you this. Maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do it or number one will do it. She's done a few. I usually end up doing most of them, but maybe we'll see if we can't get a little video of it working for you. And very important, do not forget to put this in your pocket when you go in to do one. Because when you're done and it's pulled up tight, that lever here, you push down as hard as you can and it crimps that. And then between there and the end, you cut it off. It's not easy with a pair of scissors or a freaking pocket knife either. This thing is what you gotta have. It takes about a half a second with it. Just don't get your hand in the way because it'll snap back and get you. So that's what's happening. Number one's hosing out the big trailer right now. And as soon as she's done, we'll get it out of the way and back the little trailer around back and pick up a bull and soon to be steer. And the bull will go right out with these girls. They're all separated. There's a 3-year-old who put an awesome calf on the ground as a 2-year-old. She was actually second heaviest when we weaned. A 2-year-old. No, wait a minute. That's the horny one. There's a yellow tag in here with a square head like that. She's a little bigger. Maybe some of them are outside because I don't see her in here, but there we are, people. Bull will go out with them today, and these guys are all going to go in the back barn where the little bulls are. They'll cohabitate with their one little bull we'll have left, who probably about the middle of June, that little bull will go up to the college so he can do some breeding up there. And I got to figure out how to split up the cows so we can keep a place for calves to get to, keep a place to feed everybody, and keep those who have not calved in. Not the easiest of tasks. And yeah, we're still treating. This is the last day, so we did put a little bit in a trough down there by the head gate for that cow that was in here. She's stuffed around the corner. And yeah, not as many in here now since we shipped them, but we won't turn the water back on in here probably till tomorrow sometime. Let them get full effect of the medication and go from there. And actually, I think 5 of these steers are sold, but the people don't want them yet. Tried to deliver 2 of them today, but the guy said he needs to get some gravel in before he can bring any critters in. And the other people we haven't heard anything from yet. Yay. I'd prefer to get them all shipped in November or December, but we used to ship them all in October, maybe into November, and a few years ago things got set back, and then people realized, oh, I got a little extra time to get last year's slaughtered, so, and sometimes it's hard to get slaughter dates. And I can't help but thinking she's actually due tomorrow is the date on her. And she's been humped a little bit. She's not like she's too out of whack. I think the calf's just in the wrong position. She's lost a little mucus here and there. And then there's that big pain in the butt. Doesn't matter what she has and how well she does. She's getting shipped this fall. And along with a bunch of older cows in here. It's like the geriatric crew in here. I hate to guess how many in here are actually over 10. Yeah, one right there is. One right there is. I think that one is. So, and of course the 2-year-olds. Let's just hold on to our calves as long as we can. I wish they'd just pop them out and get them over with, because they need to get out with a bull so we can keep time up. And whatever calves, even if the bulls are out, whatever calves won't be out with the bull for 3 to 4 days after calving, because I want to make sure the calf's going to do good. And yes, they can breed back almost instantly. The odds of it are but it can happen. We've had it happen before, but like I said, we usually don't have them out with the bull at that time. And of course, little Moose laying there, and little Fool over there. He likes that corner now. He used to like it over here. Now he likes there, and his mama just kind of goes anywhere, and kind of looks like she needs some hay. Yeah, one more thing to do. And that trough and the little one she's got out there, they're just going to go till they're empty. And we'll redo it. So, anyway, that's all I'm going to get you for now. I'll get you some more later. Hopefully I don't make it too long. Cephalin's almost done. I didn't get a chance to show you the Banderg in use. Only 2 of us because everybody else is busy. So, number 1 was holding the tail to put his transmission in neutral so I could get Bander without losing my teeth. And these are the last 2 steers down here. We're moving all of them to the back barn. They just got to figure out where forward is. Hey, look, a steer's view. Except I got to move my arm around these things. And now they're not going anywhere. Of course, the alley's that wide. So, side by side they can be. And we'll bring you over here and there'll be the scale. Right there. We're weighing them just so we know what we got at the moment. So, I'll bring you back one more and we're going to move them. Real quick, there's my view at the moment. 16 foot, tall, wide, feather, light axles underneath it, but it's a lightweight trailer, so which you're still packing. It's the same as with the heavier one. And I never get this view. This is my mother's 07 four-door Duramax 3500. Either it or my pickup over there pulls this trailer. This gets better fuel mileage. Mine's got an 8.1 in it. It gets 10 or 12 no matter what. This thing gets 18 or better. Of course, going over the hill, probably not as good. And we're going to pull out of here and back there to the back barn to unload these guys. And yeah, it's got a load on it. There's 9 of them in here at about 5.5 plus each. So she's feeling it. I'll bring you back when I can. Hey, there's your moon for the night. And some clouds. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna check cows a little early. Just thought I'd show you that. If I hold still, we'll see how it looks. There you go. You've seen the sunrise come up over those trees on a few. You've seen the sunrise burning through the middle of those trees on a few. It's a pretty night out, 52 degrees. I feel for you guys to the north that are in those negative Celsius numbers, and some of you guys farther east that are still a little cold. I'm going to bring you back when I get in the barn, maybe. We'll see. Hey everybody, it's almost 9:30 now. Made my round. Nothing was light enough to show you much, but I'll show you this much. That young fella right there with the white tag on it. That would be a bull called Bam Bam. As of today, he is with his harem. I'm not sure how many are in there. I think we kept 12 or 14 yearlings. Plus there's a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old in there with him. I was thinking that usually we keep bulls long enough that we got to watch who we put where. Every couple of years we usually get a new young bull and put him with the yearling, so he's not related. Duh, had to make that work. All 3 bulls we used last year were new to us last year. So, none of those that he's with can possibly be his calves, nor the other 2 bulls. But some of these little buggers out here are his babies. So, we'll see what next year brings. It's always nice having a bull that you can just throw all the young ones with and you don't got to worry about who's who. Because otherwise like for this main bunch, we're not going to get a bull out in here with them for at least another week or 2, at least. And we always used to get the heifers to a bull earlier, usually at least 2 weeks before the other bulls would go out. So we're getting back into that. Reason for that was if you have the heifers earlier, even though it's weather might not be as conducive in January and February, but if they calve earlier, we're not trying to get field work done, so we're here. So, and yeah, everybody already hit the feed barn, and I think there's half a dozen out there, so at least that anyway. The rest of them are taking a break, and a lot of moaning and groaning going on in here tonight. There's at least 5 or 6 of them over here, and a few more over here. Heifers do a lot of moaning and groaning. They've never had to stretch out and make room for the calf inside. So that one laying there with its head all curled in nice. Before I walked in, she was standing there trying to figure out how she was going to lay down. Yeah, she's all curled up for the night. That one licking herself. She looks like she got a calf in there crosswise. We'll see what we get when they come out. Anyway, everybody, remember what I was going to say? Yeah, I know what I was going to say. I want to thank everybody. I've over 730 subs now. Last I saw was 731, and I think YouTube told me about 1 or 2 since then. Thank you. And that goes clear back to the first one. So there's 730 some of you out there that I thank very much for subscribing. I have no clue how many aren't subscribed that watch, but thank you for watching. If you'd hit the thumbs up and subscribe, I'd really like that. Let's see where all this goes. Things are going to change up because weather's getting a little more conducive to getting some field work done. And friends that come and help spread some straw, they were nice enough to pick me up apparently she actually ordered a GoPro camera for me, and that's not what happened. Apparently the GoPros were not available, couldn't get them, so the outfit sent her a different camera. And I think I got it figured out reading the instructions. I got to get a SD card for it and do whatever yet. It's charged up and ready to see what it'll do. Hopefully it won't be jerky like this. And I do still have an older GoPro sitting there that I'm hoping my wife was going to get a charging cord ordered for, so I can see if it'll even work. It needs a card in it too. And when we get to doing a bunch of stuff with the tractors and field work and stuff, I was figuring on maybe trying to figure out how to work the two of them together. One of those things. We'll see what happens. I'm just not that tech savvy, so I muddle through it on my phone, and I look at the stuff on my computer and go, what the heck's this stuff? So anyway, hey, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate both. Ring the bell, that way you'll know when I put one up. And yeah, this is the 6th of April today. We shipped a load of heifers this morning, and a steer, and the big bull that was shooting blanks. And we'll know Friday what we got, because that's when the check should be in the mail. Kind of nice to get out. We still practice that social distancing. I kept at least a trailer between me and the one behind me. And I kept a full hood between me and the one in front of me. And I tried not to let anybody beside me. They'd be too close. Anyway, everybody, be safe. And if you're really bored, hey, there's lots of videos out here to watch. Not only mine, there's some others. I was going to give a couple shout outs here sometime. Got a couple channels that need it. One of my, yeah, I'll do it. Making It Happen. I've given him a few shout outs before. He apparently had an issue with his computer this last week, and it crashed and lost everything. He started up a new channel. Still the same thing, same picture, same name. He's working on retrieving some video and putting it back up on the new channel. His old channel is still there. So if you find one that's only got probably, 5 or 10 subscribers on it, that would be the new one. Look at when the videos were uploaded. If they were uploaded a week ago, it's probably the old one. If it's something that interests you, check him out. Britt Farms. He's been working on a round baler lately. I've given him a few pointers, and he's asked a few questions, and I'm going off memory because we haven't run a round baler in 20 years. But we did run one for 20 years. And there was somebody else I came across the other day that has been putting videos up for a little while and only has like 6 or 8 subscribers. And I You know, I didn't write it down, so I don't know who the heck it was. I remember I subscribed. I remembered I mentioned I was going to see if I could help him out. Now, if I could just figure out who it was, I'd have it made. Oh, well, this is way too long. It's going to end up being a 20-minute video when it's done. Sorry about the length. Hope you all have a good evening. Well, most of you are probably in bed by now. Being as it is, you know, after 9:30 my time. And the only time behind me is Hawaii. Till you get across the Pacific, so. Anyway, babies are sleeping. Mamas are sleeping more or less. I'm going to do the same. I'll edit this and throw it up so you can watch it. You might even get to see it tonight. I don't know. Either way, if you don't, it'll be morning. So have a good morning and a good day. Thanks for watching.